Hello, you beautiful, beautiful being on Bedu Wash Day. Good afternoon. I am surprised that I am here in the afternoon with energy. So what am I doing? I'm utilizing the crap out of it till it's gone. And with like my autistic ADHD, it's gonna be going quick. So welcome. I have a little energy to spend some time with you, and this series, I realized I didn't consciously realize this, but I was putting it off because it's a hard subject to talk about, and I really there's gonna be trigger warning in this. This is gonna be my series on falling in love with our meat suit, loving every part of our meat suit. But with that, I'm going to be completely transparent with my journey in falling in love with my human meat suit. Has not been easy, and the tools I've used and things that have helped me, I'm not saying it's going to help everybody at all. I'm just sharing my tools, my experiences, my memories to help any beings that I can. And also, if only a little bit resonate and you want to tweak them, you want to change it. However, I'm just here sharing my journey in falling in love with this beautiful meat suit, so you all don't feel alone. And I laugh because it's just a masking thing I do when I get uncomfortable or like pain comes up, so I may be giggling, but it doesn't necessarily mean I think it's funny. No like negative energy or anything that puts you down because of your meat suit. Not cool. Not cool. And honestly, I've done so much work, right? And I don't really watch things that have commercials too much, like streaming. I don't really watch commercials. But the last time I went to the gym, it's been some time. The last time though, I didn't realize how heavy those commercials, like for weight loss, still are. Like they are so heavy. I was looking at the TV, almost every single TV within like 10-minute time frame had like weight loss commercial, and you'll be happy. I lost 20 pounds and I was happy, and all this BS. And really, you think about it, colonizers, like this is not my colonizer series, but colonizers bleed in everywhere. They created a society to always make us feel less than, right? What's one of the biggest things you can attack that'll make someone feel less than? Their human meat suit, the vessel that allows your spirit or spirits to experience human life. They're like, perfect, let's attack that. And through time, right, history, there was this certain type of body that they considered beautiful. All the rest was not. And through time, if you look at it, there were different types of shapes that was like the body you should want. And through my journey, every single shape of a human meat suit, of the human body, is beautiful. Every single one. But if we are taught to strive for a body, right, like the shape of a human meat suit that only very few beings have naturally, how much energy are those beings that don't have that dream body going to put in to making themselves feel bad, like energy, money, time, everything, to strive for that perfect body, the perfect meat suit, you know? A lot. A lot. And we're going to be spending most of that time fighting ourselves, putting ourselves down, being in that like low vibration, which we're humans. We're going to feel low vibration, low, high, in between. We're going to feel all of it. But none of us deserve to feel the low all the time at all. We do not deserve that. But we are taught to do that. If we don't look this certain way, you're ugly. You're not worthy of love. You're not worthy of a good life. All this BS. And I know I've shared this before. I think I still have that video up. I made that a long time ago, if it's still up. But like my journey in loving my human meat suit. You know what? This is intense. I'm gonna take a drink real quick. We're gonna take a drink. We're gonna breathe for a second. If any of this gets a lot for you, you can always pause, come back, go get a snacky, a comfort food. And if it's just too much, that's okay too. You know, and you feel like maybe down the road you can come back and we can talk about this stuff. I get it. This conversation is very hard. It's very hard. I'm taking a drink. So my journey in loving my human meat suit has not been easy in any way. I've always been thick. I have my dad's side, the Flanagan side, bought like our meat suit, and we are thick beings. We're just thick. And I used to be so angry at my mom because she would project this idea of beauty that she was taught. And now I know it's just cycles, because in reality, like my mom and also like my cousins, my aunts, so much of my family were just continuing a cycle of the beauty standards that they were taught. And on my mom's side are majority small, tiny little indigenous ladies, like just itty bitty little ladies. I am not that in any kind of way. So from like a kid, my mom would project her insecurities and the idea of like a beautiful body, she'd project it onto me. And I was told like the nastiest things by my own mom, but then also like society, and then my aunt, my older cousins, like so many beings that are supposed to help like build that solid foundation of conditional love for yourself, or unconditional love for yourself. None of them had the unconditional love for themselves, right? So if they can't give it to themselves, they can't give it to me. I understand that now. For the longest, I was just so angry of how crappy they made me feel. But now I've done so much work, I just see them. They're hurting people, and they have their own insecurities when it comes to their meat suit because they don't feel like theirs is beautiful. But everybody's is beautiful, no matter what your body looks like. It is gorgeous. But it was not easy for me to get here in just loving my body, especially when all I've ever heard is like negative comments from my family, from society, from friends, from school. Like everywhere I looked, I was reminded that I was ugly because of my body. But that's not true in any way. So what got me on the journey of fighting to love this meat suit. When I went to college, I started partaking in the flower. And one time I smoked the flower, and I went back to my dorm room. Now I was sitting in my bed, and I was just, during that time when I started smoking, that's gonna be a whole nother video, because like flower, cannabis has done so much for me in my life in a positive way. But when I started smoking, it allowed me to be able to sit with my thoughts without getting overwhelmed and now looking like extremely overstimulated, because I am neurodivergent. And I was sitting there, and then I started looking at my body, and then I started crying so hard, and I just went into depth in my mind of the fact that the only like being thing that is with me from the moment I'm born to the moment I pass and then my spirit goes on to the spirit world is my body. Like, and really sit with that. Really sit with that. Your body is the only like thing being that's going to be with you from the moment you enter Unchimaka, Grandmother Earth, and the moment you peace out on your next journey from Unchimaka, Grandmother Earth, is your meat suit. Your beautiful meat suit that you are sitting in. So I was sitting there crying, thinking about that, and trigger warning, heavy trigger warning. I used to self-harm myself. I also had eating disorders. And as I was sitting there crying, I just like was apologizing to my body because I used to cut myself. Like I used to cut myself so bad, and especially in my stomach area, because others made me hate my body so much. I just wanted to hurt it. And I was sitting there crying and realizing like no matter how much pain and hate and like disgust I have sent towards my body, my human meat suit, my body still loved me. My body still made sure I was healthy. It still took care of me, and it still made sure I got to live every day. Ugh, I still want to cry. But as I was like crying, I just realized how much my body is there for me. And the only reason I mistreated it and I didn't like it is because others told me that my body wasn't enough. Says who? Colonizers? Like, I am not listening to colonizers' advice or their idea of beauty, because all they like to do is destroy and take for their own benefit. So I stopped listening to them a long time ago. And I just want to like let you know that your meat suit is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. No matter what other people say, it's gorgeous. And you deserve to love it and adore it, because your meat suit is going to let you live out your dreams. Explore Unchimaka, Grandmother Earth. Your meat suit lets you go roll in some mud. Like, it is so beautiful. And I really hope and pray that we have a future where like our future generations, the kids, will grow up just loving themselves, completely loving their meat suit. Because can you imagine? I can't imagine how much time and energy I would have had as a kid, a teenager, even as an adult. All that time I spent on hating my body and trying to change it, all of that. I can't imagine. I could have done so many things, but I can't go back in time. Can't go back in time. That's okay. It'll happen for a reason, and now I am where I am, and I'm not going to waste any more time on sending any kind of negative energy or thoughts towards this beautiful meat suit that allows my spirit to experience a human life on Unchimaka, Grandmother Earth. We deserve to see it as the gift that it is. And I know it's gonna take time. Like from that moment, that was the beginning of me learning how to love my body. But our brains are computers. They're basically computers. So I had to start reprogramming my brain and how I seen my body, how I treated my body. There's so much I can say about my body. I don't want to go like have so much deepness. Some of it's real rough, and maybe we'll spread that out. But this series also, I'm gonna start making food too. So I'll have food, like my favorite foods or drinks, like from now, teen me, little me. And I'll bring you into the kitchen with me. We'll make those together, and just, I really want this series to be a safe space for us to relearn or learn, if we never did, like loving our human meat suit. And the reason I also want to incorporate food and drinks and stuff is because through my journey also, we're taught like food is this negative thing. Food makes you fat, and it's just this negative thing. but we need food for our bodies to live. Like our human meat suits is like a machine, right? You need your oil, your gas to run. You need your fuel to get going. And food is so good for us. It is so like nourishing. It's good for us. And even if it's not all healthy, it's good to treat yourself. We are here to experience the human life. You want a slice of pizza, you eat that slice of pizza. I've just learned moderation. I'm neurodivergent. I'm autistic ADHD. So another trigger warning. I used to binge eat very heavy. Very, very heavy. And now I know that is most likely from me being neurodivergent. We have like a safe food, and then we could just go really hard and just overindulge. And also like with my family, especially when I was a teenager, family I lived with at the time, it was like the adults projected so heavily. Their eating problems, like their idea of beauty, which is like size 000, skinny bones. 00 is also beautiful, but that size just was not natural for anyone in my family, especially me. Like I'm thick, not natural. But they would project so heavy that like my cousins my age, they went the opposite way of me. So they more starved themselves, did like crazy exercise. And then me, I'm like, well, I'm always gonna be fat. I'm not gonna starve myself. I love food. I'm never starving myself. So I guess I'm just gonna be fat. And I would like overeat. I'd binge eat so heavy. Like I'd be crying, like, what's wrong with me? I'm so fat. Well, I'm just eating. And now thinking about it, I do need to do a few meditations with my inner teen and like just let her know that she's okay. It's okay to eat. It is more than okay to eat. We need to eat. And your body is beautiful. Just because it's not this skinny body that people say is the only idea of beauty, your body is beautiful. I need to do that. Where did my brain take me? I don't know. Let's take a drink. I'm gonna need some water. Let's see if I can find where I was going. Okay. I think I know where I was. I would just like, I would overeat so much where I was like in pain, crying. But I'm like, I can't starve myself, so I might as well just be fat and be fat forever. Oh my gosh, like, if you have felt like that or you feel like that, I just want you to know, like, your body is beautiful. You deserve to eat food that makes you feel good. And also healthy foods that make you feel good too. Like our body, we deserve to treat it. When I eat fruits and veggies, my body feels so nice. It feels so good. We deserve to just like fill our body with unconditional love. So be kind and gentle with yourself while you're on this journey. It is not easy in any kind of way, but you deserve to go on it. You are a warrior. You are still here. You are so strong. You are so strong. And I'm so excited to see you love your meat suit. It takes time. Like I said, when I had that realization of like how important my body is and how even though I've mistreated it so bad, it still took care of me, I slowly had to start reprogramming those negative thoughts and projections from other people. Like when I look in the mirror, I immediately would like look at my hips, and then I would hear like, look at your muffin top. And that's something like my mom would say. And it took a long time to get those voices out. Like I had to fight those voices sometimes. I'm like, excuse me, who invited you into the bathroom with me, first of all? Second, if you don't like my body, why are you looking at my body? Like, I would fight those voices, and then eventually they just started to quiet down. But you can do whatever works for you when it comes to those voices and those projections from other people. And if, like, you know whatever words are saying what they're saying, right? And you know what person said that to you, you could even in your mind talk to that person. Like, no, you are wrong. Bob, you are wrong. You were just hurt, and this part of you couldn't handle seeing in me. That's your own journey. This part of me is beautiful. My body is gorgeous. I love my body. Beautiful. Whatever works for you. And I hope there's other beings on here that are sharing their stories when it comes to their human meat suit, because I know we all have our own tools and experiences. But this is the beginning of my series in loving our human meat suits. Next time I'm gonna have some food. We're gonna go in my kitchen. We're gonna make some food. And this is just gonna be so healing for us. Our inner teen, our inner child, and then us. Because we deserve to love all parts of our human meat suit. I appreciate you spending your precious time and energy with me. I will see you again, but I will have snackies. So if you want to also have snackies, a drink ready for that next episode, or you want to make one while I'm making some, I'll see you then. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Don't shock, okay? I'll see you later. You're beautiful. Gorgeous. I don't know what the finger thing is. Have a good day.